Oh my God, we're on. But we're crooked. This is the window ledge that we're supposed to be lined up with, but we are clearly, what? More than a half, a half a bubble off today.
We're leaning
so we're
a little
going
more
with this
than usual.
Okay.
Well, hi everybody. Today is Saturday, April 5th, 2024, and this is episode number 37 of Running with Scissors, Stitching with Jane and Julie. I'm Jane. I almost wore my name tag today because I didn't know if you'd recognize me because my hair is getting so long.
Oh. And I'm Dorothy. And we want to welcome you to this madcap, mayhem, mad whatever boy.
It's been a bit of a journey, y'all, this morning.
So, just breathe.
Well, we've got a packed video for you today.
Maybe
Trust us.
A packed 10 minutes or a packed 30. Who
or
knows?
An hour and 20. We don't know.
But it's packed.
It's packed.
So
today we're going to do the 7,000 subscriber giveaway. Right before we came in, we were in the green room or the stitching lounge and used some fancy random comment picker and found a couple of winners. Very exciting. Mm-hmm. So we'll announce those at the end.
I did not win.
I didn't either.
No. Oh, we're winners every day.
I'm not so sure I am today, but let's go with it.
So don't be alarmed, but I need to adjust my stool. So if you see a ginormous Dorothy face coming at you, it just...
Wah,
oh, God.
wah.
I just can't be half on and half off. Okay. Oh.
Jane, that was a little extra twerk at the end there.
It did not self-correct. So, Jane, geez,
yes, Julie.
I know. I'm just dying to know if you had any time to stitch or anything. You know.
Well, Julie,
do tell.
Thank you for asking.
Yeah, you're very.
I did have time to stitch because, prednisone doesn't let you sleep, so. Yeah. Would you like to see what I stitched?
Sure, yes.
Okay.
Do show.
I'll show you.
I can't. I just can't.
I did a little bit of work on Shepherd's Bush Checkered sheep. Mm-hmm. And I'm doing this on the called for, I'll just call it vintage 28 count lambswool. All the called for flosses, 2 strands over 2 fabric threads. And I finished the squares.
Wow.
Okay, so now there's a story, right? You knew there was going to be a story.
Perhaps.
There were 64 squares.
Yeah. That would be 8 across and 8 down. Because I do know math.
And so I did that, and I thought, well, that's fabulous. Like, what progress?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but look.
Yes.
The outline, all the way around the outside, isn't supposed to be backstitched.
Oh,
because
crap.
There's 2 rows of nice purple X's that go all the way around.
You know that reading the pattern thing just screws you up every time.
It doesn't say anything about it on the pattern.
How's it charted? You can't tell, but now inquiring minds got to know. Oh, well, yeah. I mean, if you did, you'd see that it wasn't a heavy black line, but the brain tells us make 64 squares.
The brain says a lot of things. So
I would have done that.
I am not. I don't think I can tear it out because
I'd kill you.
Well, that and a lot of the like squares are anchored in each other. So anyway, so I'm
uniquely yours.
Always. So, oh God. So I will, I'm going to do one of the side rows. You can't see it. One of the side rows.
We always forget we're not alone.
That's right. And just see how it is. But I'm not going to tear it out. And by the way, I hate that fabric.
What is it?
It's a really, really old, like 20 plus year old piece of
Vintage?
Lambswool.
Oh, it's coarse.
Yeah, I mean, it's a big enough scroll bar where I have to kind of hold it, on my arm. And I have a rash.
Well, it's coarse also in how it affects your thread. Are you using 1 strand or 2?
2. 2/2 on 28 count. Which is what's called for. So that's Checkered sheep. And then...
Excuse me.
This is Shepherd's Bush. Everybody.
Back on track.
Well, April's my birthday month. And so I decided I'm going to stitch on whatever I want to. Shepherd's Bush.
Otherwise, are you stitching on stuff that people are forcing you to stitch on? Oh.
Yep. Oh, yeah. It's a lot of pressure, y'all. I'm just saying. Okay, this is Shepherd's Bush Mother's Heart.
Oh, I like that.
And I'm doing this on the kit fabric, which is a 32 count, using all of the kit silks, which is a combination of soie d'Alger and thread gatherer.
I didn't know.
Hand painted silks. Oui, all the way home. And this is...
Oh, good Lord.
I
was having trouble seeing my big head in the monitor. Now you're going to have me focus on that. And what fabric is this? Did you say?
This is 32 count, whatever the kit is.
Okay.
And all the called for and provided.
Oh my gosh, it's
silks.
Beautiful. Ugh.
I love the colors.
Well, yeah.
So, yeah, okay. Oh my God, I just saw. God, everybody.
We are on the struggle bus today.
Help us. Help me.
Okay, so that's cookie.
That I might need a birthday cookie. And then, let's see.
She's got a note.
This is Shepherd's Bush. 'Tis a gift.
Is that to be simple a gift? 'Tis a gift to
from
be
the Shaker song.
But it's the song's not written in verbiage on there, is it?
No, just 'tis a gift at the top.
Okay.
And I'm once again doing this with all of the fabric and fibers provided in the kit. I think this one is a mix of silk and cotton.
I do like that pattern. I like the scrolly.
I keep my scroll bars in cheap pillowcases, you guys.
Well, yeah, I do too. It's easiest.
And
ooh. Oh, you need the board?
And here's my progress.
Ta-da! I don't know what was more eventful, finding the board or all the stitching you did.
I'm so hungry, you guys. It's just, 'tis a gift. So there's that one.
Well, if we wouldn't talk so much in the green room, we would have been done an hour ago.
I know, but we have to get caught up. And then,
oh, I've got your thing.
I have 3 new starts, y'all.
Ooh.
Any guesses?
Let me see. Are they of the Checkered bush type?
They are all
the French
Checkered bush.
The French versions of Checkered.
They are.
Dude.
This
is the month to do it in.
Yeah. This is Cotswold sampler.
And we actually had to Google what that was when we were going through them, remember?
Yeah.
It's a place.
It's a place. Mm-hmm. Lots of specialty
because it's
bands.
Not like you go, holy Cotswold. It's not that kind.
Well, I've been known to use colorful language from time to time.
So when you say, excuse my French, you can say, holy Cotswold.
And here is my
just
progress.
had the roof done before. I thought, why is there a boat next to it?
Well, I think Cotswold Sampler is near the ocean. I have no idea. I just needed a needle. darker.
Out of all the sheep needle minders you have.
I don't have one sheep needle minder.
No, get out.
I bought some cute wood buttons I'll show you in the green room because I have to ask you how to
I
get
gave you a little sheep one, that itty bitty little sheep one I got at Shepherd's Bush.
It's on Mother's Heart.
Oh, well. Who would think you'd have to buy them in
Stop
bulk?
with the needle minder shaming, Julie. So, yep, little cottages done, and then a couple bands of specialty stitches. This one is
No,
another...
we're fading in and out with the light. Is that a focus issue? Sorry if you guys just... It's like we're going in a tunnel.
Focus.
Like we're going in a tunnel while we're driving.
Let's just get through it.
I know. Because I feel like I need to... If I sit like this, I'll even out the window frame above us, and it's not working.
Okay, and then this is...
That's my squirrel moment.
This is Garden Gate Sampler by Shepherd's Bush.
That's really cool. I like that sheep leaping.
Oh man, this made me squee.
Squee.
Yeah, made me squee.
Is that...
That's the technical term for it.
I thought it was squeal.
No, I squeed. Squee!
Oh, God. If we can ever go through a video where I don't have to Google half the words you say afterwards. You just
Look, y'all. Oh, my God.
Oh, that's really cute.
He is so cute.
Yeah.
So stinking cute.
Yeah. And he clears that gate nicely.
He does.
Mm-hmm.
Plenty of space. He's not going to rub his belly on the gate.
No.
Oh,
He really is. May I?
Yes. Oh, I love Shepherd's Bush.
Oh, he really is.
And then I also squeed when I, not peed, squeed. There's a difference.
I would like to know the difference between a squeed and a squeal, but we'll do that later.
All right. This is Blackberie Sampler by Shepherd's Bush. 28 bands between the specialty stitches and the 1/1 on 32 count.
Are you going to do
verse.
one band a day?
Yeah, that's exactly my plan.
I like a gal with a go-out.
That's exactly my plan.
Oh, what the what?
Oh, holy cow. That was almost... Wish you could see off to the side, you guys.
Holy sheep.
And this one...
Holy Cotswold. Oh, bored.
Here's my progress. Look! Look at him!
Oh.
Julie, he has a sheep on either side. Oh. Oh my gosh.
Is that his collar?
Yeah.
Cool.
Oh my gosh.
I like this sheep.
Oh, y'all.
That is so cool.
Oh, he's just...
He is very happy.
Oh, it's
He's
just...
faceless, but he's happy because he's with his sheep.
Yeah, I mean,
They show very little expression, but you can tell by his body language he's thrilled to be by his sheep.
He is.
Yep.
He wouldn't want to be anywhere else.
No. Mm-mm.
Okay, and then, that's what I've been working on. But I wanted to share with you something else. So you can remember, probably because I talk ad nauseum about it, how I discovered Shepherd's Bush really early on. Mm-hmm. The first pattern I bought after my Precious Moments book was a Shepherd's Bush, and it was this one. This is back in 1983, before Shepherd's Bush was Shepherd's Bush, when Tina was designing or collaborating with the Vanessa Ann collection. So I walked by this in a local needlework store and said, I can relate to that. Something about that speaks to me. So this was the very first thing that I bought that was Shepherd's Bush. And then the following year...
But wait, have you stitched it?
No, but I pulled it out because I am going to stitch it.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. I am going to stitch it.
Way cool.
And then this is the second thing that I bought. I recognized it immediately as being Shepherd's Bush before it was Shepherd's Bush. Again, in collaboration with Vanessa Ann. Tina did these designs when she was 27 years old.
Wow.
These are from 1984. And I've not stitched anything out of here, but I may. And there are, if you can see on the front, there are a lot of smalls that you can do. So I may do those.
That is way cool.
So this is what started it all. And
all those years ago.
Yeah, 40. Oh, God almighty. 40 years ago. Wait.
No.
2024, 1984, 40 years.
40 years.
I've been a shepherd's bush fanatic for 40 years. I should have more stash to show for it.
Well, you have everything they've made.
Almost. Yeah. Not all the charts, but almost all the kits.
Well,
and I have
beautiful.
And I have to say, I enjoy most everything that I stitched on since we've been doing Flosstube. Some of the stuff, I mean, I didn't know anything about Blackberie before Flosstube. I really didn't know anything about Hands Across the Sea or Modern Folk Embroidery or whatever. I mean, we know that my brain doesn't do samplers, even though I think they're beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
That statement will seem a little odd when you see delightful deliveries. But Shepherd's Bush never changes. And so this month, when I gave myself permission, if I want to only stitch on Shepherd's Bush this month, I'm going to do it. I cannot tell you how joyful it is after a work day, randomly reach into a pile of project bags, and there's no wrong answer.
Right.
When you open the project bag. It's
There's
just
sheep everywhere.
And the color palette. Yeah. And
the simplicity of it, yet the complex stitching. It's
all the specialty bands. Yeah. I love it.
I know the other day when I finished one of mine, I'm like, you know what? If I didn't stitch in anything but red thread for the rest of my life, that would be my happy place. Yeah.
And I was feeling bad about it for a while, and I thought, well, some people stitch just blackbirds, and that's their comfort stitching and home for them. And for other folks, it's Hands Across the Sea or the Scarlet Letter or GGR or whatever it is. So I decided that it's okay for me to be a Shepherd's Bush person.
Absolutely. So. Just like Tom drinks nothing but Miller Lite, and no one ever says we all got our things.
We all do got our things.
We all got our things.
So yeah.
Well, I'm showing my stuff. Jane, I baked her. Oh yeah, in this lovely bag, I baked her cookies for her.
It's
birthday.
My favorite kind of cookie tin.
Yeah. Yes. Well, I was gonna have a fancy plate and all that. I thought, well,
we're not fancy.
Well, I like to put things on a plate. My daughter hates it.
Are they
she
paper?
Comes over. No. She comes over and I make her a sandwich and put it on a glass vintage type plate. She goes, Ma, just put it on a paper napkin and out of my house. So yeah, we're right out of the Ziploc.
I love it.
With the gusset bottom. So maybe that's a little fancy. So I made
I love me a good gusset because I have a gusset,
bottom. We're gusset bottom girls. That's what we could call ourselves. You know,
don't get that song stuck in my head.
Dorothy and Jane. Yeah, that's fine.
That's right.
So indulge. Have a
all
cookie. Right. I put blue sugar on them just for you. I know. All right.
All right. I will.
Well, what have I done?
What have you done, Julie?
I have rode the roller coaster of life this last 2 weeks and 3 days.
You sure have.
So I'm lucky that I actually had 4 nights where I did not stitch. And that's unlike me. But so I finished some stuff. And then I thought, well, now I have to do something more. So I decided to pull out the Little Robin Designs Christmas at Grandma's.
They're so cute.
I was going to go like this, hold it up to the monitor. Oh, Julie needs help. And this is stitched on 32 count Lugana Stormy Night with 2 strands of thread. Am I doing it? I am doing it not in called fors. I'm just I picked my favorite red because I have one of those little vintage Santas.
Yeah. Porcelain
ones from the vintage time. What, the 60s or whatever? I don't know.
This is my vintage time.
I don't know. Oh,
I do.
I'll show the front. Just for the heck of it, I'll show the front of the design.
I do love that red.
So, I had just the hat done. It may be a little red, but I did her little... And, I put in the little black buttons down her dress, only to realize that it should have been done in green. No. So I guess I'm taking a lot of creative liberties.
If you look at... I don't like the green.
I don't care for the green either. I think she's going to have black mittens like Santa, because he's in here too, but I didn't work on him. And I'm like, yeah,
so
I'm
cute.
not liking that. But,
so cute.
So yeah, it's, that's a lot of stitching. Believe it or not, those solid fill-in areas really aren't anything to joke about. I don't want any joking today. Oh my God, I need a nap. Okay. Then I thought I would do this, an old one of my whips. And it is the Doreen Jones Sunflower Pincushion Pot.
I keep forgetting about this one.
It's there. I know it's there. It's on 22 count Ariosa. And I stitched this, but I have not done the cut work.
I love that blue.
But what I worked on was this. And again, don't let it fool you. For Pete's sake, there's 3 or 4 different color yellows. I'm like, ugh.
It's no joke, because she said no joking today.
Yeah, we are. This is a no joke zone.
And
this is not the face.
I'm gonna eat my cookie.
I am not a kidder. So I quit because it came to the part where I had to do a whole scattering or smattering or sprinkling of
confetti.
Bees. And the bees are 2 stitches of yellow and 1 stitch of brown. And I'm like, oh, that's like a lot of counting. And you had to do the yellow because then you had someplace to anchor the brown. And I'm like, okay, I quit. So I put this one away.
That's why it's good for us to have options. And start all the things.
Well, it's just like, you got to be in the mood. I wasn't in the mood to stitch, but I knew I wanted to have some progress to show. And then you realize it's just not going. And it's like,
that's okay.
All right, well, we're putting this one back. We'll futz with that later. So then, of course, my comfort zone is red. So this is my Ooh La La piece. It's by some kind of foreign person, designer.
I'll even clip it.
Okay. Just with the mood I'm in, put all the clears first. Don't do a clear and a purple. I probably lose my mind. Okay, so here
hold please.
Hold.
This really is.
Can we learn how to drink today?
We should really take a play out of Justine and Shelley's and day drink. I don't drink alcohol much at all.
I don't at all.
So wouldn't that be interesting?
Oh, yeah.
Jane and Julie after a margarita or a gin and tonic or like whatever.
I don't know. I had a sip of Catherine's margarita when we went out, and that salt just went right to my head.
Yeah, you gotta watch out for the salt. For sure.
So what I did is I actually did do all of this here like that. And that's a lot of counting stitches, too. And it's 36 count natural linen, and I'm using 103 silk, only one, in red. And I found my case.
Oh, good.
I have a lipstick and I have a double lipstick one. And this is so perfect. Oh, and I know what I forgot. Look it's just like Easter Sunday. It's empty. Sorry. Darn it, that was on my desk. I was
Like the tomb.
It too.
The
It's empty. It's supposed to have.
Oh my God.
It's supposed to have a spool of silk. And it's on my desk.
We're going to get struck by lightning.
Because the spool that was here only had like 4 wraps on it. I'd like have used a lot of that.
Yeah.
So, and what I noticed is that I love it when I take my string length out and then I go, I have no thumb strength. I liked the click. Yeah. So, I no longer have
Oh my God.
click strength.
And once
it is clicked, I can't get it open. So Tom had to open it, and he goes, "Why don't we just leave this open on the table?"
What? Nothing bad will happen if it's open on the
We'll
table.
see if it's on the table. It won't roll. I hate chasing those. If this, you go to reach for your Diet Coke and grab a handful of M&Ms, and you hit the spool, and it falls off and rolls under the chair. That's not fun.
No.
So at least when it's laying here, it's not going to go anywhere, but will you close it for me?
Mm-hmm.
Don't get your fingers stuck in there. That's a hard click, isn't it?
It is a really hard click.
Yeah. What if you had a lipstick emergency?
Oh, that'd be bad.
Or your nitroglycerin was in there.
I say maybe a Ziploc of nitroglycerin would be better
For me, yeah.
for safekeeping than.
So that's...
I ordered, I love Diet Ginger Ale. I ordered it in bottles.
Mm-hmm.
So a 6-pack of bottles came, put them in the fridge, couldn't wait for them to get cold. Couldn't open any one of them.
I have a tool.
I have a tool as well, and I cranked that baby. Nope.
Yeah.
So even Mick couldn't get them open.
Well, my
Why?
hand surgeon says they've got this little meter where you're supposed to press it, squeeze as hard as you can, your thumb pressure. And its average person's is like around 8 pounds. Well, mine is 1, and this one is half. This is the one I'm having surgery on. So she goes, your thumbs are basically rendered useless. How do you function in life? And I'm like, she goes, how do you open a door? Well, I use my right hand, or I walk out after Tom. You make do. But
You adapt as best you can.
But this last 2 weeks, my last injection just simply did not work. And I am just really gobsmacked at all the things I cannot do. And I'm like, August is a long ways away. Yeah. And it's real frustrating. In fact, when I went to make Jane's birthday cookies, I use a Pampered Chef cookie, like a little ice cream scoop. Couldn't.
That's all thumb.
I didn't have the grippage, as Bella used to call it, grippage. And so I had to call on my ball guy. I said, will you please make these into balls? And, because I couldn't. So he plopped them all on a platter, and I could roll them, but I couldn't. Mm-hmm. I mean, the simplest of things. You start taking away my bacon and my stitching, them's fighting words. Yeah.
About the cookies.
Yes.
They're delicious, by the way. I know you gave me this recipe. I think I only baked them once, and I remember because when they bake, they kind of smell like popcorn.
Yep.
I had forgotten how much they taste like my great-grandmother's sugar cookies.
Yep.
Yeah.
My mom always made this recipe, and it was a relative. Her name was Elma. So they're Elma's sugar cookies.
Delicious.
And they've got cream of tartar in them, and it's a Crisco based, not a butter based. And you roll them in a ball, and then you flatten them with a glass that has sugar on it. But I've been turning them over in sugar and pressing them and then flipping them back over.
And my great-grandmother's recipe is similar, but it has sour cream in it.
Oh, okay. That would give you the moist. They're crisp yet chewy.
Yep.
And that's why Catherine likes those as well. Oh, darn, Catherine, there's a bag of cookies for Jane's birthday at my house for you. I forgot to bring those with. I could have dropped them off. But, so I did that yesterday. So they are day old, sorry.
Delicious.
I'll manage to choke them down.
Here.
So, you're looking at crystals.
Sorry, y'all.
So, yeah, that's all I did for stitching. Not very
That's a lot of
productive,
stitching on a couple
but
pieces.
I don't know. I'm kind of panicked. I want to get some of my things done that are close to being done, so they'll be done for when I have surgery, so they're not haunting me, you know.
Speaking of finishing things before you go today, can you help me address the pile on the piano bench? Because for some reason I was thinking last night I'm not going to be able to tell the difference between the frame for the potting shed and the frame for Confectionery.
Yep.
So maybe we could look and I can put a post-it note.
Yeah, or just write on the foam core which one is in the frame.
What a good idea.
That will work. Okay.
Okay. What about finishes? Do you have any finishes?
I do have some delightfully done-duns. Completely all the way done. That one just about did me in.
It almost done ya?
That almost did me in. So I have finished. Well,
In paper.
well, they have to be some kind of surprise. I was surprised I finished them. So let me see. What do we have first? This one is, this one is,
Oh, Lord.
Float Like a Butterfly by Plum Street. And on the back, I bought fabric at Hobby Lobby and I coffee dyed it.
Beautiful.
And then I need to know my measurements for millimeters. This is a ginormous but beautiful butterfly bronze thing I got off Amazon. And I also used, excuse me, Lady Dot Creations chenille
It's perfect.
Rusty Gate for the ruching.
Oh, it's perfect.
Yeah,
Julie.
it was perfect for that. So that's the Float Like a Butterfly. This is what I finished, was all those blessed bees. So that's why I was not going to do bees on that Doreen thing, because I'm like,
You'd already been
I'm
swarmed.
beat out. I'm just, and this one is Sting Like a Bee. And it's got the same backing. But look at that bee. Look at that bee.
Julie.
Look at it.
Look at it.
And it's just done with a little one of these gourd or light bulb pins.
Oh.
But yeah. And that one has is Grubby Gate for the ribbon.
Oh, can we
And
hold
I
them side by
thought
side?
they were just perfect for that.
Oh my goodness.
Not my best pillow stuffing. I bought
I think they look
different
great.
pillow fill and it's softer. I won't be using that. I'll go get another kind because it wouldn't pack. It was just so like airheady. It wouldn't pack down, and one of them blew up like a blimp, and then I took it out, and then it's
like the Hindenburg.
It's
Oh,
like, and then with
Hindenburg.
my hand, I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, this is literally torture. But
Oh.
I love them.
Oh my gosh.
And then to go with it, I had bought this. I think I got this at Justine's at Welcome Stitchery. The little thing.
the thread
What would this be called?
thread dropper,
A
thread keeper, or
yeah.
thread hole-a-majiggy.
So, and then I've got a little beeswax hive or
Waxer.
skep.
Skep?
Made out of wax. And I've got a couple of like bee type things that I might make a little vignette or something. And if I do that, I'll put a picture on Instagram.
Oh,
But
Julie, I couldn't love them more.
I really do like them. So excuse my wrapping, but sorry. Okay, so that was 2 finishes. And these were off of my 12, my delightful dozen that I started.
Oh,
so
good for you.
I've got some things to check off on that. Then the other one I did was the America. And this is done on 28 count Lugana Khaki. And this one was...
Julie, stop.
I had bought gold cording, gold tassels. Put your L away. Gold tassels. I was just gonna
You were gonna bling it up.
Spangle it up. And look at the back fabric.
I love the ticking.
It's not actual ticking. It's just happened to be striped fabric that's not dyed. That's how it came.
That's perfect.
That was meant to be Hobby Lobby. And so then what I did is I stripped it. I did a snip and then ripped it in 1-inch strips with the stripe going this way. And then I guess you could call this rag ruching.
I love it. I love the texture.
Yeah. Would you like to hold it? Because it's just fun to hold. I'll let you hold it. Not like you licked your fingers or anything. And I know you don't wear makeup, so. So, again, the stuffing was not
oh my gosh,
the best. You know, I'm my worst critic, but it wouldn't compact. So,
well, I think it looks great for one
Yeah.
thing. And how you managed to get the stripes straight
I have
with the kind of manipulation you have to. It's
well,
amazing.
here's a little thing. Okay, Vanna Pfeiffer has a tutorial on how to do pillows, and it's called the chenille edged pillow. So you can Google her stuff. It's the chenille edged pillow where she goes through. And unbeknownst to me, when I first started all the pillows I've made, you have to put the iron-on interfacing on the back side of your stitch piece. That stabilizes it so you can't distort it. And you also put it on the back of this.
Oh, so it stabilizes.
So it
that too.
stabilizes this too, the back. It makes a tremendous difference in how it lays.
Oh.
So
now I really want to buy a sewing machine. I have to learn how to do pillows.
Okay, bows aren't fun either. Okay, so will you tie that for me, please?
Sure.
So it doesn't get away, because I bring this all in a huge tote when I come. So let me see. Those were my delightfully dun-dun-duns. And I'm okay.
And then do we have a delightful do again?
Yes, but I also wanted, you know how you always go, I'm going to put it in my drawer of no return. Drawer
Yeah, I
of
put
no
a few
return?
things in there this morning.
The drawer of no return. Well, now I have to have a drawer of delightfully done's, because where am I going to put all this? Yours is at least all flat. Mine is shapes and blocks, and it's like, where do you store this
I have
stuff?
the bins of no return in the closet.
Oh, yeah, I remember those. So it's like, where am I going to put this when it's not being displayed or used? Are you like on a hotline or something?
So, you guys, I have my phone in here because I took a picture of the winners. And I've got it all the way on silence. And
the table is vibrating.
It's the Ring camera and the motion camera on the garage.
For Pete's sake.
Mick must be out there doing whatever.
It was so funny. Catherine has that too. And so when Tom goes over there to drop something off, everybody's like, you know, they wave, they do little chicken, they do all their stuff, right? Well, he went and got a package, went to her garage, opened it up, put it in the house, came back. And each time he did a little jig, you know. Well, she actually, I showed it to you, she actually did a little montage of that and made a little video clip and put it to like circus music.
Oh, it was so funny, you guys.
And then when Tom watched it, he goes, "Did you add the music? Because I didn't hear that while I was outside."
I didn't hear it real time.
Oh, it was so funny.
The soundtrack of Tom.
Oh, Oh, it was too funny. So, yes, I do have a delightful do again. I've showed this on a previous episode, and if you haven't seen it, it's one of my favorite things that I like to put out for spring on my shelf going downstairs. It is April Showers by Prairie Schooler. It's an old, possibly OOP, might be. You can maybe find it on a secondary market. It's Prairie Schooler number, I have no clue, but it is spring and fall. There's several of them, and I've done several of them.
I just love
and
it.
I just decided to replicate the shape of the stitch design, and I use some glitzy kind of sparkly, but I just love him. He's on my shelf with a couple of antique oil cans.
That
and
they're sharing the umbrella.
it's just fun. So this one always makes me smile. So yeah, so that's that. Let's see. Now we've got a checklist. We're being like Santa, checking it
We
twice.
were gonna talk about your classes.
Oh, yeah, that's next weekend. My hardanger beginning box, Quaker box class is filled. Thank you. Some travelers coming in from New York and I believe
3-day
Tennessee.
Yeah.
And so, yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it makes me nervous. Like, I don't know why out of town people
You got
are
it.
just as nerve-wracking as in-town
Well,
people.
just think of when you taught in all those different venues. Probably the majority of them were all out of town. You just didn't know it.
I was out of town. I went to them. So yeah, I'm really excited about that. It's Catherine and I will take our mother, daughter, or I guess we're Julie and Catherine because she doesn't call me mom while we're gone. We established that, so she calls me Julie and it just cracks me up. Well, I guess now she'll have to call me Dorothy, won't she? Because
I can't wait to read the comments.
So, so we're going on Friday. We're driving to Blue Earth, and it's always fun to shop when we get there and have some supper. I'm not sure where we're going to eat at the nostalgic Pizza Hut. That was a blast from the past.
With the plastic red glasses and the salad bar.
And the red plaid tablecloths.
Yeah.
It's just, we walked in and I thought it was 1970.
And wasn't it red plastic plates too? That were like this big.
Red plastic cups. Yep.
Great.
So, or if we'll go to Average Joe's. Or to the Farmer's Daughter. I'm not sure. They've got some really good eatery places there.
Too many options.
And then I think we're going to just buzz home Saturday night because, I don't know. I just think that's what we'll do.
Sleep in your own bed.
Yeah, yeah. And then...
Speaking of Catherine, she has a new website.
She does. I'll talk about that during our delightful deliveries. Catherine is... What does she quote? I'm building my empire.
You go, girl.
So creative. So I'll share some
really
things that I got with my delightful deliveries from her. So
cool.
Did you have any duns?
Well, Julie, thank you for asking. I don't have any duns.
Okay, that's all right.
Sorry.
That's all right.
We did have some really kind mentions that I wanted to give special thank you for.
Excuse me, ma'am. May I have a birthday cookie?
Yes,
okay.
Absolutely.
While you're chatting.
Yeah. So we would like to thank Lisa and Megan, the Sassy Southern Stitchers. Thank you for your shout out. Not long ago, I had an opportunity to do a Zoom stitch on a Friday night with a group of folks, and Megan and Lisa were both there. So thank you very much. And then Linda of Finally a Farm Girl and Stitchy Linda mentioned us. Very kind. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Holly's of Hobby mentioned us. If you're not following Holly, please go over and find her. Her stitching is exquisite. She's an even more superb human being. And go over and see Holly. And then Tammy of So Fly's Unique Boutique had also some very, very touching, kind words. So thank you very much, Tammy. And I will link all of these folks below so you can go check them out. And then last video, we talked about wanting to be more intentional about pointing you in the direction of some floss tubers that are new to us or relatively new to us that we thought you might enjoy. And I'm going to call this your delightful destination.
Digital destination.
Delightful digital destination. Pardon my alliteration.
Triple D.
Triple D. The first one is the Quilted Story, and her name is Kathleen.
Hi, Kathleen.
Hi, Kathleen. And she does cross-stitch and quilting and machine embroidery. Her cross-stitching is beautiful. Really nice variety of projects. The very first time I watched her, I was taken with that, but I was even more taken with the project bags that she makes to store her projects in. I have never seen anything like it.
I'll have to take a look at that.
Exquisite, unbelievable, meticulous work. I can only imagine what her quilts look like. And you can find her on Instagram at Mattie, Mattie, and me too. And I'll put the Instagram also below. And the other floss tube that I'm watching is the Hathaway Stitchers. These are two sisters, Erin and Amity.
Hi.
And they do beautiful work. They're very funny. You definitely get the sister vibe. They give each other a hard time in a very kind, sisterly, but yet like a little bit of a needle of a way. I really enjoy them. And Amity is Boomerang Stitches on Instagram, and Erin is Cozy Town Stitches on Instagram. I will link them below. But two great floss tubers, new to me, that you want to check out. I think Erin and Amity are on their 4th video. Kathleen has a few more, so go check them out. And then I'm going to ask a personal favor. Chris the Camping Stitcher is really, really close to 5,000 subscribers. She released a new design today for spring, which is, I will be, as Laura would say, shooming that as a download from Etsy later today. Please go check her out. I will link her below. She is a prolific stitcher, beautiful stitching, and now she is designing, and I think maybe she has, I'm sorry, Chris, maybe 5-6 designs that are available in her Etsy shop. Go over and show her some love, and let's see if we can get her to 5,000 subscribers. I know that milestone was really meaningful to us, so let's make it happen for somebody else. And then I want to say a special thank you to Carol, who generously sent some charts for us to include in our giveaway at the end of the episode today. Thank you, Carol. Very generous.
Thank you, Carol.
And then closed circuit to Molly from Molly of Linen and Scraps. Please check your Instagram direct messages. That's all I'm going to say. Don't pretend you don't know me. You'll see a message from me with a question in there. So go do that.
And also someone had sent us a package of treats.
Yes, thank you.
And we have no idea who it's from. You know who you are, but we don't know who you are. But thank you for the sweets and goodies.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Yes. Okay.
Did you get all your stuff off your list?
I think I did. Not very gracefully, but I did.
Check.
Yep.
Check.
Delightful deliveries now.
Yes. Do you have delightful deliveries?
I have a couple.
Do share.
Very well. I shall.
I shall.
I picked up a design by the Bay Needle Art called But God. And Holly of Hobbies of Holly is going to do a sal with another person. And I like sunflowers and the house and
God.
And God. God is good. And one thing that is not lost on me, that this being my birthday month, that this is yet another birthday I wasn't meant to have. but forgot.
Yep.
I think Jenny of the Bougie Stitchers
Is doing.
Hi, Jenny and Nancy.
Hi.
Is also going to do it. I'm not sure about Nancy, so I picked that up. I pulled the colors, called for colors, and they're not as vibrant as the picture would show. And we've talked about that before, how you have to kind of adjust the picture.
Are you going to adjust the colors to match the picture, or are you going to stitch them as is? I'm
going to adjust, and I'm going to try to see what I can find in my color and cotton stash. So that's that. And then this is Sarah Milthorpe by Hands Across the Sea. This came out, this was part of I think like an exclusive at Sampler Symposium or somewhere. And the people that attended that event posted photos on Instagram. And for some reason, I couldn't get this one out of my head.
Oh, that's unusual. Because it's got a red house.
Because it's got a red house.
A lot of red.
And there's a lot of mirror imaging. And I really only like to stitch something once. Unless it's sheep, and then I'll stitch as many. But I couldn't get it out of my head. So when it was released, I picked it up.
Are you going to stitch it on like 40 count?
I am going to stitch it with...
Oh, you got the silks.
103s. I'm missing a couple. They were out of stock.
You're going to need a lot of lipstick cases.
And I think it means I have to stitch it on 40 count.
Yeah.
Which is fine. But there's a lot of 1/1.
Oh, I was going to tell you
this
that...
This entire verse is 1/1, and so is this little... In the little... I won't call it a cartouche. I'll call it a text box on the bottom.
For those of us who don't speak French, don't speak English,
or now want charcuterie boards.
No, I was going to say that with this that I did, it's on 36 count with 103, and it's not the coverage that I had hoped for, but was willing to stitch it that way because it was a look being with one color.
And it's so dense.
Yeah. But as I stitch on this, I think, you know, the next one I do, either all black or all red, I really would like to do it on 40 count because I think I'd get the density that I'd like, but my eyes won't do that. But well, I can see why you'd want to do it on 40 count.
Here's what I would say about, here's what I've learned about 40 count and what I would say about 40 count before you totally just like, when I'm stitching on a variety of things and I'm hopping from 32 count to 36 count to 40 count, I struggle mightily with the 40 count. You know that floral motif sampler is on 40 count? But if I make the decision, okay, I'm just going to work on this for many days in a row and it's 40 count, my eyes will adjust. And it'll get easier and easier.
I know you have bad eyes, but I mean, mine are just like
legally blind without my glasses.
It's a no-go. I mean, I don't know if I'm willing to pursue the struggle to see if I'm going to get used to it, because then you've got a commitment of what you've done. You know, if you go, well, I'll give it, you know, X amount of stitches. I just struggled so maybe I'll revisit it. But for right now, to think about. Because I really like the 103, and I've got a couple of things I want to do all in black or all in red, and I'd want to do it in 103s. Have you worked with those? They do not fray. They do not. It's just, I love it.
Yeah, that will probably be a late summer, early fall start.
I'm futzing with my shirt.
And then I had one more thing. I got another project bag. This is from Barry at Stitch Folk. It was part of her quarterly project bag subscription. And I'm not a subscriber, but she posted on Instagram that she had some left over. And 2 o'clock in the morning seemed like a really good idea.
She had a few to spare.
Yeah.
Oh, pretty.
Yeah, very, very pretty.
I feel like it's red.
And it came with the
red.
Well, I didn't know what it looked like when I...
So pretty. Well, what's in it? Did you show what was in it?
No, there was nothing in it.
Oh, I thought there was a project in it.
Mm-mm. Oh. Sarah Milthorpe might go in there.
Oh, okay.
But nothing in it now.
Very cool.
That's it. That's it for me for Delightfuls.
Well, that's very delightful. Very delightful. I have a whole mishmash of stuff. I saw this.
Oh, man.
And, you know, just had to have it. Oh, look, I haven't even opened it. Or maybe I did. It is from Northern Threads Ink out of Fairbanks, Alaska.
Oh, my goodness.
And it is machine embroidered. It's a pincushion. All this psychedelic. It's orange and colors, orange and green felt, rolled and rolled and rolled and rolled. And then the outside is machine embroidered. And I chose this one because I know I'm going to put it on a spool in my fall display stuff. And I was just really taken by it. They had a whole bunch to choose from. So that's from Northern Thread Ink. And we'll put that in the link below. I got all the information, Jane, so you can do that. So, Handmade Felt Pincushion by Marie Noah. So,
cool.
Then, okay, so now, hold please.
We have stuff everywhere.
I have a chicken.
Oh, Lord.
I have a custom chicken bag.
I love chickens.
With red. This is one of Catherine's new ventures from. So I wanted a red one because I got the funky chicken pattern from Satsuma Street. And I said I needed a red chicken
Those
bag.
are great.
Aren't they fun?
Oh my gosh.
And on the back it says, "What the cluck?" I can't wait to start.
Oh my gosh.
And I don't have any of the fabric or anything. I haven't even opened it up to see what it's stitched on.
Oh,
but I
is
just
so
thought they were
joyous.
so cute. It makes me smile. And it had to go in a chicken bag. So I said, "Catherine, do you have a chicken bag?" She goes, "What do you want?" So she made me a chicken bag. And then she made these little bags that say floss every day.
That kid, I tell you.
They're just little zipper bags. This one's filled with fiber fill.
And gusseted.
But yeah, for also, and your cell phone will fit in it, so you can use it for whatever. So she made those. And they're also, this bag also, it's 12 by 14 and it's got handles. But it's great for one project. And I know people do all sorts of different bags for their stuff, but I had to have that for my chicken. Then she did this bag.
Did you hear that? It's the sound of money leaving my account.
She did this bag. It was a collab. I helped her. I thought, how about if we do something like this? And no, move this over. Got it all set. And then I said, "You know what I'm going to say, don't you?" And she's going to say, "You want a different font?" And I'm like, "Yes, please. It's got to be scrolly."
Got to have the scrolls.
So, yeah, keep comb and stitch.
Nice.
So that's the same size bag. And then we decided to do this one. Oops. For that. So that's kind of a matching one.
Uh-oh.
And then they have all sorts of colors. So available. And then in here, this bag houses, I bought these are, and I got these on Amazon. It's 7, oh no, I bought the wrong size. Okay, these are 4mm. Look, I'll be ordering 7 when I get off the phone.
This is 7.
Yeah, that's what I thought I had done. But these are red silks and green silks to do my ruching. And I prefer 7mm, but I must have been a little click happy with the cart and did not get 7mm. I got 4mm. Not like I can't use them, but I'll be
Luckily,
ordering.
your greens are all 7.
Yeah, they come in a pack. All of these are in a pack. All of those are in a pack.
Oh, they're so cute.
They can get a blue pack.
Hang them on your tree the way they are.
A black pack. So, but this is what I like. It's so hard, I think, to find silk ribbon for little ruching projects. YLI is really scattered with what they have. And I've had a little issue even with the lady dots. I got the die lots when they're hand dyed, and you need, because each one of those pillows took 3 yards and like 8 inches. So then if it doesn't match, but I don't know. I just kind of indulged in that. Then I watch on Wednesdays. Justine has a live Facebook.
Welcome
Wednesdays. And she had by Stacy Nash. Boy, we really do need lunch. This is Animal Cracker series. This is Miss Hazel. And I don't
squirrel
know.
I've ever seen.
I don't know why. I just think that's so darn cute. And then on the back, the little heart is a scissor fob, and there's a little pocket on the back of the squirrel for you to put your scissor. But I got the scissor, I got Miss Hazel, which is a squirrel, and then Maggie May.
Maggie May is on her way to me.
That's a little shadowy for you to see in the photograph, not by what I'm doing through a shadow. But yeah.
She's so cute.
And again, I didn't even look to see. Oh, they're on 36 count. So that'll be fun.
That'll be good.
Yeah, so I got those 2. And then Jan Hicks creates arabesque.
That's beautiful.
And this is something I would want to do in red 103 silk. So I don't know, on 40 count it would be 7.8 by 12.2. So I don't know, it just struck me as being,
it's beautiful,
different. Really caught my eye. So I'm like, well, thanks. I watched that and wound up going and filling my cart with
those
goodness.
enablers.
Yeah. Yeah, but it's kind of neat because you get to, she shows all the stuff that has come in. And it's not always new. It's not new releases. It's like, well, I was sold out of this and now it came back in. So it's kind of fun to see what she gets. Fabrics, notions, everything. And then on her website, do we have that? On her website, you can just click on the Welcome Wednesday tab, and it lists everything that she showed. So you don't have to frantically write everything down as she's showing it. You can just go and click on Welcome Wednesday, and all the stuff is loaded that she showed that Wednesday, and then the rest it refreshes every time. But for Catherine, she and her bestie.
It's still there. I think it's still on the edge of the.
Is it still here?
Yeah.
Oh, it's under all
under.
My stuff.
It's down under.
She has this. Her company is I Got You Designs, and it's IGotYouDesigns.shop. And she has T-shirts and bags and tote bags. It's not just she just did this because I'm her mom. Like, could you do this? And then
we'll link her below too.
And so take a look. She's got some sweet stuff and some salty stuff. So, you're kind of enter at your own risk.
Love it,
love it. And I wish her all the best because she's very creative, extremely creative and talented. I'm her mom, so I'm saying this.
And in her own way, very fearless about trying new things and putting stuff out into the universe.
And where I'm creative and you're creative with needle and thread,
Well,
But
mostly photography.
Yeah, but hers the computer and how everything, we all excel at different things, and she's just really thriving with this. So it's kind of fun. And it's fun to have custom stuff done too.
It really is.
Yeah, they're going to a concert, so she made some t-shirts, and I bought a t-shirt and say, hey, could you put this on it? She's got like my own fashion.
Love it.
Fashion girl.
Way to go, Catherine.
Yes. Thank you for letting me share that. Little mom brag. So is that everything? Now everything's all over. Oh my gosh.
It's time for the giveaway.
Yes.
Okay.
Random comment generator picker thingy we did before we got on camera.
Yep.
And I do a drum roll, but I don't have my sticks with.
So our two winners are Denise T, 1645, and the username that is actually Cindy Kunzman Incognito. But here are the
two
lucky winners.
Yes.
So Denise and Cindy, please send us an email at runningwithscissors6059@gmail.com. It's in our description box. Ooh. And give us your address.
Yes.
And we will get those out to you.
Yep.
Oh, how exciting. Congratulations.
And we don't know if they're both domestic or if one's international or whatever it is. You'll just send us your address and we'll get those two packages out to you. Yeah. Some fun stuff.
And thank you for all of your kind comments.
Yes. Oh, that
wonderful.
Was overwhelming.
Yeah, in the best way.
Yes.
Wonderful.
Yes.
Yeah.
Lots.
Yeah.
It was like, seriously.
Love it.
Our heads were so big we couldn't get our hats on.
That's right. Oh, man.
Well, I don't know. I guess we could just sit here all afternoon and eat the rest of the cookies.
I can't because I have to take a water pill, and I'm about an hour past due when I should have been taking care of some other things.
Yeah,
So, thanks for hanging in there with us today. And we'll be back. I don't know if it'll be 2 weeks or 3 weeks. Having a little extra time seems like a luxury, and there's less pressure, whatever, but we'll be back soon.
Right.
And until we see you, be kind to yourself and give yourself one more day. It's been a bit of a roller coaster the last few weeks. Some really great progress and some setbacks for me. And work has been really stressful. And so there were a couple of times this week that Prednisone Jane had to take an hour at a time in order to not lose my job. So give yourself another hour, another day, and then another day after that, and then another day after that. If I can do it, then you can do it too. That's for sure. I promise you. And let's pinky swear, like we always do, that we will string all of those hours and days together until we meet up again here and have another crazy adventure together. So until we see you, we wish you nothing but the best health and happiness and the abundance of all of the things that make you happy and healthy. And until next time, happy stitching, everybody.
Happy stitching. Thanks for tuning in. Bye. Are we going to get a picture so we do a thumbnail? Or what do you want to do? Maybe we should sit so the camera looks straight. Now let's look amazed. I don't know, hopefully. We have such a hard time picking a thumbnail. God only knows what they'd pick.
I make Julie do it.
I know.
And I tell her the goofier the better.
Yeah. Okay, is that it? Do we have one, do you think?
I think so.
Okay, so let's click her out. Click it down, man. Let's click it down. Hello.
Isn't it rich? Aren't we a pair? You with your feet on the ground, clicker midair, sent in the clowns. I'm afraid of clowns.
it's still not